Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another Alliance War video. This, I believe, is war number 7 of season 25, just the war after the halfway point of the season, and we're taking on Savage Squad. So 4Loki's really good friends with Savage Squad, so it's always cool to face these guys. It's always good vibes on both sides. We know that both sides are playing like fully legit. Like there's no worry when we're playing each other of like any nefarious kind of activity. So it's good when you're facing an alliance like that, and you know it's just the more whichever alliance has a better performance is going to come out on top. And they've beaten us before, we've beaten them before. It's always a good time. And I got quite a few fights this war. We're taking the war boss, which is a thing which we fought once before with Falcon, and it went quite well. So I'm excited to try to do it again, try to repeat what happened last time. If I can just replicate what I did before, it will be perfect. So we fought that Doom there again. He's there quite often. I've been getting that fight a lot this season. We kind of took his L1 to the face on that fight, but it was all good. We ended up killing him without too much trouble. Going into this next fight, we have a Human Torch to fight against an Awakened 6-star one. Man, those silver stars look so sleek. I want to get my Torch awakened just so he looks cooler. But yeah, class advantage with Falcon with lock on active does some pretty great damage. I just threw my special because of power alternator. Didn't want him to get my power. I've actually been kind of practicing evading Torch's L2. I've gotten pretty good at it actually, which was surprising. I was in a scenario, I don't remember how I got myself into this scenario, but I kept having to bait an L2 from a Human Torch. And I did it like every single time. I'm like, damn, okay, I'm pretty good at this. And so I've kind of just got the rhythm down on it now, which is cool because that was one of the specials I actually used to have trouble evading. So next up here we have someone applied a flame on ability for me on this Professor X on node number 26. So on this node, it has Power Reserve, Encroaching Stun, and also Stupefy. Stupefy is usually one of those nodes that I look at in like story content and I'm like, okay, I see it, but it doesn't register in my head because I'm like, okay, that's a nothing node. Like that's regardless, it doesn't matter. But on this fight, it actually really matters with Encroaching Stun, because if you actually get stunned, that Stupefy makes the stun duration just so long. And this was the node that got me killed on my best season ever. It would have been a flawless season if it wasn't for that one fight. And I would have shattered like so many records if it wasn't for that one stupid fight on this node, because that Stupefy, I was just stunned forever. I took like 3 combos and like a special attack. So what I like to do on this node is start with a Power Start 1 boost, and then here I time the Encroaching Stun with my L2. I'm going to stun him, and I think do I just go for it? No, kinda. By the time he gets his stun wears off, he goes through a special. The power stings just kill him. That was less than 30 seconds, dude. That fight went so well. Went even better than I could have hoped. I was a little bit worried about that one. That node is just, it's so easy for stuff to go wrong on that node. It's happened to me before. Like I said, that's what broke my streak. A Mysterio on that node, and I had Torch. So yeah. A little scary. This next fight here is on path 9. I got 2 robots, and I was originally assigned Magneto for both of these fights. And I was looking at this and I'm like, yo, taters, can I just use Torch here? I feel like Torch would be a much better option, because you know, with Darkhawk and with Magneto, he's knocking him down, causes the whole armor thing and blah blah blah. Magneto can turn it off and whatever, but I'd rather just Torch it. You know, like was one of the first people to really start using Torch against Darkhawk and Abyss, and I was like, this matchup is so good, man. So like I know this matchup so well from soloing him in Abyss so many times that I was like, yeah, let's just use Torch, because Darkhawk, you know, he's a tech champion, he's not a mystic, but any champion that has a lot of energy based damage on their special 1, a lot of hits that are energy based and they don't deal that much damage to the block, Torch is an amazing matchup because you can just build up his smolders so quickly, kind of like Hyperion, but this is way better than Hyperion because there's no crazy power gain. You can just totally control the fight, and yeah, we got a ton of smolders at this point. So many incinerates ticking, and yeah, right there I accidentally parried, but the fight was actually over at that point, so it was all good. A little slip up at the end, you know, I was just kind of, I thought the fight was pretty much over at the end there. I kind of stopped paying attention as much, and I just kind of slipped up. But it was a good time to slip up because the fight was over and I don't need Human Torch again, so it doesn't really matter that we took a couple hits. And then the next fight here we have is Sentinel. So I gotta watch out for the window opportunity stun. But normally when you're fighting this node with Magneto, you see it's on a timer. Most of the time, as soon as that goes on cooldown, if they're magnetized, it doesn't come back. You know, there's a 70% chance to just completely turn off the node. So let's see if I completely turn it off on this one. Right there, I actually triggered Protect with that heavy attack, which is not good. So I need to intercept now to get rid of that. Right there, you see I'm looking for the light intercept. He's not coming. There we go. We get it. So you see that timer below his health bar expired. So normally the node should come back online to be reflecting those stuns. But Magneto went ahead and turned it off. So now that node is just gone. It's never coming back. I can just freely parry stun for the rest of this fight. Don't have to worry about anything. So we're good at this point. We're absolutely good. The fight's essentially over. Just need to build up to the special 3 and then crumple him. And yeah, that's going to be GG. So here, 27 prowess. That's more than enough. Let's see. Will the first part kill him? I bet it will. And oh, no, it doesn't. The second part, though, does. And the third part is just way overkill. So and there's the whole path cleared without too much problems. Used a couple potions here and there on Torch. Took a little bit of chip damage here and there. But Falcon, his health's looking pretty good. We only used him for one fight so far. And we're fighting Taint is this guy's name. Is Taint's thing. I believe this is a 6-star rank 3 thing. We'll take a look in a sec. I go ahead and throw on some skill boosts just because why not? Never end up using those. Yeah, so it's a 6-star rank 3 thing. The last time we did this fight, I remember coming out with a lot of health, like above 70, maybe even above 80% health. I don't know exactly what it was, but I came out pretty strong. I feel like the first time I did this fight, like the first time ever fighting a thing boss with Falcon, I feel like I just played like pretty much flawless. I feel like it went just so perfectly. So you know, going into this one, my goal was just to replicate what I did before. And I think this one, it's definitely not as perfect as the other one. I feel like I didn't reparry quite as much. This was a little while ago, so I'm trying to also remember exactly how it went. Yeah, here getting stuck against the wall, that's never a good thing. But if you're going to be fighting thing bosses, I highly suggest that you know how to evade his special one against the wall, because it could definitely mess you up. So here, I'm just like, all right, you know what? Let's just completely reset the rock stack counter, get him to 15, hit his block a bit, bait out get rid of all his power, get rid of all of his rock stacks, then re-get locked on and go for my special 3. So now I'm going to apply vulnerability to him and also an incinerate. The incinerate doesn't matter too much, but yeah, vulnerability debuff actually increases my critical damage rating. So that's really nice, and we already have increased base critical rating while locked on through Falcon's signature ability. So yeah, we're just critting harder and already critting more, so that's really good. You can see we're doing about 11k mediums. I was trying to get that L2 off with lock on and the vulnerability debuff active. Didn't quite line it up, so we didn't get the guaranteed crit, which was kind of unfortunate. But yeah, so we were doing 11k with the vulnerability. Let's see what our mediums crit for without it. Only about 8,500, so it's a good amount of damage increase with that vulnerability debuff. That's why I do kind of like going for the special 3, but the special 2 is probably the way to go, just because the guaranteed crit, you're gonna end up probably doing more damage that way. Also getting back a little bit of power with that skill boost, not really any noticeable amount, but every little bit is helping out. So yeah, we're into the final stretch of this fight. I of course do not have the assassin mastery on. That is never getting put back on if I ever fight a thing in Alliance War. Here I'm going to push him to 15 rock stacks and just bait these out just to play this extra super safe and relock on. You can see at the end here I wasn't repairing as much, and I took a lot of block damage. I'm already down to 50%, but it's okay. The fight's almost over. We still did a really good job. Just took a little bit more damage than I would have liked, but at the end of the day, a solo is a solo, and it doesn't matter how much health you come out with, whether it's 100% or 1%, as long as you win, and especially if it's the last fight on the map, because you're not going to need to heal after you defeat the boss. So yeah, we defeated Taint's thing. Final fight of this war. The battle group was watching. Only used 2 items, which was pretty solid. And you can see at this point, my battle group actually had not died yet. And I believe that we finished that war without dying. My battle group, anyways. I believe we finished with a donut, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, we did end up winning this war against Savage Squad GGC. And then we only had 6 deaths as an alliance, which is pretty solid. So yeah, so far we've died twice this season. Not too bad. Got a couple boss kills under our belt as well. Feeling pretty good so far. But yeah, I'm gonna keep uploading these Alliance War videos. If you guys, as long as you guys keep wanting to see them and keep enjoying them, if you do, I do appreciate a like. It really helps me and the channel out. It lets me know that you guys do enjoy these Alliance War videos still, and not getting stagnant. War itself is just getting a little stagnant because we've been on the same map for a while. Hopefully it gets spiced up soon. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.